Boom. We're gonna go live. Just like that. I'm perfectly on time. In that case, unless that message was delayed. What does this do? I just noticed a new thing on the chat. I have a little arrow. Oh, that's the scroll bar. Never mind. I haven't noticed anything at all. Nothing interesting happening whatsoever in the window. Alright. So we back in the mine. Got a stylus swinging from side to side, which is a weird join technique, but I'll take it. Back on the grind, I guess. What are we doing? I was looking over the previous experts, and I've noticed I haven't like touched these leaves at all for like from like the point where I drew them. They haven't changed at all. So I figured let's do that. Also, this entire image takes up like 50 megabytes or something on my hard drive now. Gooding. It's kind of ridiculous. I think it makes Critter take like... I think that 2.6 gigs of RAM that it shows on the top of the tab is accurate. Yeah, Critter's currently taking up 3000 megabytes of memory to actually hold this image open, because I have too many layers, probably. That is what I'm going to blame it on. Take off the blur, maybe that helps it. Wait. Oh, that's the foreground, never mind. Where's the... I'm already getting lost. There we go. Good start. We hit those. Alright, where's the... What layer did I even put this on? This is surely on the Of course it's on the foreground, why wouldn't it? Is it literally on top of the entire foreground? Of course it is, right? Like, why not? Also, I did not notice, but there's actually something here. I completely missed this last time. I did not even notice that that exists. Like, I'm seeing this, like, green line for the first time in history. Who drew this? Alright, let's, Whoa, a ghost. Okay, sorry, I'm feeling a little bit silly today. Maybe because I'm tired, who knows. That's alright. This is gonna... I'm on the wrong layer again. This is, promising for the mental state of me at the end of this. Okay, let's drag this to the water layer. I think that is where it belongs. Where's the, like... Where's the sunken log in? Is that also in water? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Also, we can just remove this group. By which I mean add a clipping group, of course. That's exactly what I wanted to do. What is the shortcut to ungroup? Am I stupid? Control-Alt-G. Okay, fine, whatever you say. Oh, remember when I had this overlay to make the entire water more blue? Got more layers than a Midwestern party dip? Is it one of those things where people like chop up everything they have in their house and like blend it together and call it a dip? Is that what that means? Or is that like a reference to something? Because I have seen some absolutely fascinating recipes for dips, including stuff like you take pickles and you like throw pickles and mayo and... Am I stupid? An evergreen question. Is it evergreen if the answer is just maybe? You can rename the file shrek.png. Sure. I can do that. This is a factually correct statement. I can do that. I kind of like this overlay, but that might just be because my brain is fried, but also... Now, there's something to it. Because it, like, colors the water. It, like, tints the water and gives it its own color, instead of it just being, you know? So, I think we do the overlay, but we do it normal for now. and then we fix the holes. Because it has like holes in it for some reason over here, so we just fix that. So it actually covers the water entirely. Whoa, what's going on over there? It's not really water now, is it? Okay, so we do that, and then we grab this and pop it on top of the overlay. And then these are like lily pads. This is the floating log. This is something I can't see because it's underneath the overlay. Oh yeah, this is definitely needed. But this is kind of a crutch in a way, because it just compensates for my inability to pick proper watercolors, but I think we are going to let that slide. And by we, I mean I'm going to let myself slide. This is like the old water that looks like garbage, honestly, so we can just get rid of this. Finally, one less layer. We've done it. We've optimized the file size. I think the file is now going to be like 1 kilobyte. Finally, storage is no longer a concern. I've removed the layer. Let's celebrate. Okay, this is the floating thing. If it works in It Ain't Stupid, I mean, kinda. My perfectionist ass isn't gonna let that go that easily. Like, come on. Alright. Water surface. What even is this layer? Oh, that's more like old garbage. Remove it. I wonder if I have more layers like this. I should probably check. Also underwater ground, underwater moss. That's not even visible because it's completely covered by the foreground layer. So we can get rid of these two as well. Wow, we are truly cleaning stuff up. Like, look at that. There's the water, then we have the overlay. Okay, so one thing I did want to do is I wanted to take the water and just put a little bit of effort into... Okay, that the problem is... No, but when I overlay this, that's gonna look fine. So I wanted to put a little bit of effort into having these little reflections be more accurate to what's above the water. Because I think that's gonna place the items that actually come into contact with water into the scene way better. I'm gonna get rid of this, I think. Actually, no. I'm just gonna get rid of the one that doesn't make any sense, and the other one can, I think, stay. We can manage a lily pad that makes a little bit of sense. That's fine. I just don't want the one that breaks everything. Hoarders Medibank Paint Edition. This is Critter, so I appreciate the joke. That's funny. But also, the autistic need to correct it won over me in the end. It's a very short battle. In fact, I haven't fought it at all. Okay, let's have this, shall we? Like, I don't know. We're gonna pretend that this looks 3D. And then maybe if we pretend hard enough, it does. You feeling me on this? Because I'm feeling myself on this. Actually, don't take that out of context. I think that means something wrong. What you linked in description, you're lucky I didn't say Photoshop. Okay, first of all, screw you. Second of all, I am gonna check what is in the description, because I do not remember. Oh, I linked Medibank Paint as well, but I do say that I use Critter to draw. Medibank Paint, if you're just beginning and want something simpler. And then we put that on the bottom. Yeah, as soon as I said that, I realized that's an idiom, and I am in hot water. Which is topical, because I am drawing water, so make of that what you will. But it is truly over. My lack of understanding and ability to use the English language is coming to bite me in the ass. Very unfortunate. When did he join seminary? Do you have to? Wait, I'm not up to date on my Catholicism. You have to be in a seminary? All this time I was doing it wrong. I thought that was only for priests. What are we doing? This is like new stuff to me. I'm learning. Okay, anyway. Yeah, now it looks like it's going into the water. We are yeah, I like improve things from time to time when I'm not, you know, busy messing it up. I need to put yet again at the end of the sentence about biting you in the ass. Nah, that's never happened before. This is the first time. This is my first stream, actually. Hello, guys. Hi. How are you doing? I'm brand new to the streaming thing. Just figured I'd hop onto YouTube and broadcast for a little bit. Nobody's seen me before. Do you see this idea I'm coming up with? I think I might have gone a little too intense, although, like, yeah, the overlay is not gonna do that much heavy lifting. I need to brighten this color up. New phone, who this? Exactly. This is a completely new phone. Who is this? Get out of my house. I'm calling the police. Alright, let's brighten. I think literally brighten is all this needs. Wah, wrong. This just looks bad. It doesn't need to be brighter. It needs to look not bad. Which is about as detailed a description as you're going to get today. We are truly going to be discovering new heights in terms of descriptive language. You failed me again, understanding of the English language and idioms for the first time, for the last time! Recently moved in with a girl I was seeing. Damn. Look at this guy, he woman. Embarrassing. Real men post on the incel forums online. She's going to be so surprised when she finds out. Okay, I started chewing you out, but you are actually doing good. Never mind. Woman avoided, disaster averted. Back to the grind. Let's go. You see, this is truly how it should be. El Bozo type beat. I should have never opened my mouth. No, El Bozo type beat is going to be haunting me till the end of my days. Such is life, I guess. Such is life. There's no there's no other way. Technically, English isn't a language. What? Explain yourself. I do not follow that line of thinking whatsoever. What else is it? If not a language, then you'd have to enlighten me as to what English actually is. Spill the beans, share the secrets. What have we been doing the whole time with this English thing? And we never knew. Explain. Sage professor of the English. I almost said English language, but the English whatever it is if it's not a language. I'm interested. It is 4 languages in a trench coat, pretending to make sense. I've heard that from English people as well. That sentence seems to be accurate. Like, riddle me that, English person. If you hate the French so much, why is your language partly French? Huh? That's what I thought. No answer. Shame. Technically, your mum isn't a language, but I communicate with her just fine. Okay, buddy. Or okay. Okay, I see how it is. This is, it is just gonna be like that forever. Free me from this eternal prison of my own making. Free me from this prism at last. Which, I find it funny because prism sounds similarly to prison. You know? I don't know if that joke was originally intended. Is it like somebody misspelled prison as prism? And then a new meme was born? We bought a bunch of French people on accident, not our fault. They snuck into the rest of Louisiana. And this is like deep England law, or like America law, whatever, English-speaking country law, that I'm clearly undereducated to understand. But I am sorry for your loss, or in this case, sorry for your gain, I guess. Unlucky. Whoopsie. Okay, what are we thinking of these changes to the water? You know what? If I'm gonna talk about the new changes, I should probably have the comparison image handy so I can compare. We're gonna do that, actually. Don't you worry, we are gonna do that. I haven't lost the ability to pull in the previous image. We are back on the grind. Alright. Give me the previous... I missed the drag and drop. I don't think I can call myself a gamer anymore. It's okay, I missed the easiest flick of my life from Windows Explorer to Critter. There's like... Is there a difference between these two images? Yes. Is it noticeable? If you squint hard enough, I guess. What if we move these two, like, far down to the bottom? What do you think of that? Is there a point in doing that? I do not know. We'll find out. Let's grab this. Let's grab that. Let's grab this. And then just... I guess do absolutely nothing. We are not moving. Oh, wait. We are moving. This is the expert. Okay. Okay, let's... What happens if we move these, like, so they are in line with the rest of that? And I'm thinking that's an improvement. But we might actually move them all the way, like, down here. I don't want to move it to the side like that, but let's see. Yeah, because there's something wrong with them. Maybe they should be, like, more over there. And then there's a hole, which is a problem, maybe. We have made them adequately not French, except for their food. They got to keep that. Oh, that's the mistake. Their Frenchness is sustained by that food. So if you let them have it, then they'll just rebuild the Frenchness, and then you have the original problem once again. Wait, this is in line already. Wait, no, it wasn't in line until I moved it. Now when I moved it, I think this is in line. Let's see. We're gonna use this horizontal ruler in a way that wasn't intended. Like this. Yo, hello. Welcome to the chat where I'm debating whether to move these down or not. I'm thinking I'm moving these down. Yeah, these now look wrong up there, so these are getting moved down. Has the unfortunate side effect of connecting this bridge to this part, which is what I wanted to avoid in the first place, so maybe we just move them down even further. Although that makes these not feel like the part of this is not in line, so I'm thinking, nah. Now, could make this thinner, which is I think something I am going to do. Because then if it's really thick over here, then it doesn't fit with the other side of that. And I'd like it to fit with the other side of that, because it's supposed to be two parts of the same thing. So if they don't fit together, now they don't look like the same thing, which is a problem, as you might imagine if you are like conscious, which I wouldn't blame you for not being. You know, it happens to the best of us. Sometimes you just slip a little bit into the unconscious type mindset. You gotta wake up though. Wake up, Joe Biden. There's like a meme like that. Don't blame me. It's being that meme's been living rent-free in my head. There's like a guy who says like, "Wake, Joe Biden, wake up. Wake up, Joe Biden," or something like that. What are we talking about? Whatever comes to my mind at any given moment as I manipulate this image forever. This is Purgatory. Welcome. There's no escape. No, you can't leave before you ask. You're going to be here for 7 eternities. Sorry to be the one to break the news to you. It's truly rough the first time you come in. But you know what? Make yourself at home. I'm gonna be chilling. Because there's nothing else to do. Okay, but what the hell am I doing? So like I am in agreement with myself that this looks bad, but I don't quite understand why. But I'm thinking before I make sweeping changes to this, I grab these and this and this and this. Oh, that's kind of spread out, but that's fine. We can fix it in post. So I'm gonna grab these and extract them into another layer. Now, is it the same painting as last time? Yes, it's still the same thing. I don't know when is last time for you, because I've done a couple of these, but this is still the same thing, indeed. This is Purgatory. Welcome back. As we've established, you know, this is going on forever. We'll never finish. Finishing is just not an option. Alright, let's erase that, because I'd like to only keep the like brown underneath the poles and such, and then erase. Actually, erase all of this pretty much. Yeah, from this layer, and then we go to this one, and we just redo the entire thing, because I don't like it. Simple as that. So just bright, then more like yellow and green, and then more like this very aggressive blue, but I guess we will roll with it for a little bit. Yeah, that was a rhyme. Ha. Okay, let's see. Do I still have it? Can I still, like, draw the water the same way I drew the water originally? We will find out. Otherwise, we're gonna have a quite disjointed image forever. It's perfect, go on. I'd like to see some other pic, like how you doing it from beginning. It's not good, it's perfect, trust. Nah. It's gonna take a lot more convincing to get me to agree with that statement. However, if you would like to see how this, because I've done this from scratch on stream. If you go back on the channel, there's like several streams of me making this from scratch, so you can see the entire process of this if you are by some chance interested in that. You know, so that is for your information. That exists. It's available, thanks to to us living in the era of information. My favorite part was when he said we live in the era of information, and then the informationed all over the place. Informed all over the place, I guess, would be the better one, but I already messed it up, so Unlucky, unfortunate, whoopsie. I feel like today is gonna be, or tonight rather, is gonna be extra nonsense filled. I'm feeling a little silly, so this is you are getting a little silly in the output as well. Right, let's copy this color as well, because no, actually this is desaturated, so let's not copy that color. Or maybe let's copy that color. Actually, I changed my mind twice. Could you believe it? I think you can believe it if you've ever watched me do anything. I keep changing my mind on the most random things all over the place. How do you feel about Christmas soon? I don't know. I don't feel much about Christmas anymore. It's like, I guess Christmas. Nice. You know, that is about the most autistic answer I could give to that question, which is on par for the stream. I'm here for the extra nonsense. Fantastic. That's the spirit. That's the holiday, sorry, Christmas spirit. That's the Christmas spirit. We are doing the goofy extra nonsense. That's right. I have an excuse. It's Christmas. That's what you do for Christmas, right? You like silly nonsense. Sorry in advance to all the people who take Christmas very seriously. You might want to avert your gaze before I inevitably ruin it for you. Okay. I guess let's compare this against. Hold on. Let's just do one more thing. Like bring this like blue and such in there, and like this darker, because you gotta remember that there's bits in the shade, and then the bits in the shade could be showing a little more of the water kind of color. That's what I'm thinking. Is this even in the shade? Is a good question, but yeah, I think that's the right move. I can't quite explain it properly, but trust me, it's gonna work. Maybe. I couldn't stand it. I couldn't have left it without a disclaimer. Wouldn't be a me type of sentence without. Okay. Boom. Okay, like that. Yeah, like that. Let's compare the throw on the overlay, I guess. It's a little aggressive, the overlay. I'm not sure how I feel about it now that I've adjusted the colors. Yeah, the water is too flat now with the overlay. Overall it's an improvement, but yeah, this right side was a complete mess now that I'm looking at it again. So glad I've adjusted that. It also uncovered a little bit of this. It stacks together better. Is there a cost to that? Maybe. I'm thinking. Yeah, okay. I'm leaving this for now as is. This is decent. Same feeling for me. I remember being a kid, couldn't wait. Now it's like people start to treason Christmas sales month before actual Christmas is just killing the mood. I mean, yeah, the 4-week period of waiting that was there before, it's kind of stupid now because you know, it's not like everybody's waiting, but it seems like everybody's already celebrating Christmas effectively, and you've got people that want to do like the little Christmas Eve for your company / group, whatever, and they do that before Christmas, and then it just ends up, it's like, oh, we are celebrating, first of all, it's holidays, not Christmas, and then we are doing it for the entire month of December, which really does kind of like what are we even celebrating at that point? I guess holidays. It's like sure. Most of our festivities will be after Christmas. Doing it at my sister's, interstate travel. Yeah, I suppose if you're gonna like do your classic 18-hour drive or like whatever you do over there in America, then that is gonna be a little bit of a problem. Scheduling, I'm not sure how to pronounce that properly actually. Schedule is a list of things to do and times to do them. Yep, so if you are scheduling something to, like with people, you are basically arranging it so everybody has it in their calendar at the appropriate time so you can actually meet at the same time. Or like you are arranging a time and a place for it. That could also be a meaning of that. See, it's not just me learning English today. This is truly an educational stream. The whole time, the stream was about educating people. We are doing good in the world. Truly the most productive use of anyone's time is this. Look, a HD flower. Kinda. Maybe. They made the flower HD. That's right. Scheduling and scheduling is UK pronunciation. So I'm thinking I just alternate between the two randomly, just to annoy both parties. I think that's a pretty good compromise, honestly. Alright. How about we make this flower not cringe? Any votes against? No? No votes against? Thank you. I love democracy. Shouldn't this be like more like this? Where we have the foreground and it's on top? I'm not gonna make sense, so I'm just gonna draw it, and then later it might make sense or it might not, and we'll find out. I'm not sure about this, honestly. I'm completely not decided what shape these like petals should be. So this looks like garbage. They did surgery on a HD flower. Damn it. They got my beautiful flower and they turned it into a surgery. This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. If we're bringing memes from that era back, might as well indulge in a little bit of Despacito. Also, that Despacito is just a song. Like, there's nothing to it. It's just a song, and people turn it into a meme. Isn't it stupid? This flower looks weird, but I don't know why, so I'm gonna leave it like that for now. In my school, I was taught... teaching is, I don't think, correct. Taught British English, but somehow my American is way better, probably because films and games. Yeah, I mean, my accent, whatever you call it, is a mix of things I've heard on YouTube throughout the years. So it doesn't probably resemble any actual accent, because it's just a mix of random people I've heard. I preferred Harlem Shake. We did a Harlem Shake meme with friends at some point. Harlem Shake is still fun. Because it's, you know, it's a meme that brings people together. Because in order to do the Harlem Shake, you know, you have to gather your friends, you have to like set up the music, set up the camera, set up some choreography. It's like the modern equivalent of the the modern equivalent of theater, you know. You would say cinema, but it's not cinema. It's actually theater. You have to, yeah, it's it's a meme for meme's sake, exactly, and it brings people together. You know, you do the goofy stuff together, you bond over it. It's great. It's not like these like current day memes. Like today memes are made to separate people into categories and divide them. And before that, the memes were pure and beautiful. I do not know what I'm saying, but surely it resonates with somebody. No double meaning, no controversy, just having fun. Yep. Yeah, you know, I was memeing, but it's true. Memes are just not the same as they used to. It just doesn't hit the same anymore. You know, you can't just make, actually, surely, like, actually no, because now everybody's really thinking about it in terms of, like, oh, I'm gonna be a content creator, and then you make it into a career, so you're not just, you know, you're not just posting a meme on the internet, you are potentially setting yourself up for the next big thing for the month, like flavor of the 2 weeks, I guess, by now. And then you launch a scam like cryptocurrency, and then you exit out of that, and then that generates even more interest in you, and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You know, it like it makes it so like you look at a certain meme, it's like, oh, this is hardly a meme. This is literally just promoting somebody's like OnlyFans. Like, why am I looking at this? Why are you sharing this? This is marketing. Shame! Shame on you for reposting the thought meme. Boom. Okay. Yeah, now this looks kind of nicer. It doesn't blend with the water anymore, but we can fix that. It looks like an actual lily pad now. 3D. Lamau. Also, I heard this the other day, and now you have to. Pepe is just Hello Kitty for autistic guys. You know what? No lie detected. We have 2 flavors of autism. There's the woman autism and the man autism. And we both have our symbols, you know? We don't have to invade under the other's space. We can live in harmony. Memes are here to separate people into categories. And I'm here to notice all of them. Stop noticing! Guys, I think I can't stop noticing. How do I stop noticing? Help. Don't answer that question. I am never gonna stop noticing. You're never gonna take me alive! Go into live chat? I am in live chat. Have I not read something? Is it broken? Or am I on a delay, like massive delay? I am on live chat. I have it specifically set up so it automatically switches into live chat now. I've found a browser extension made by like VTuber enthusiasts of all people. I know, horrifying. However, it works, and ever since I installed it, my chat has not crashed a single time. So, make of that what you will. The VTuber people have made a functioning extension, probably because they spam like 100,000 emojis per minute, and they need all of them to show up immediately, and so they just had to invent new technology to deal with that problem. It's a delay? Alright. Unfortunate. You can probably, like, skip to the start. You're gonna lose 30 seconds of me rambling about nonsense, but you will be caught up. So, you know, it's a little bit of a trade-off. Or you could put it on 2x speed for a little bit, and then it should catch up. Because I do have it set on low latency on the YouTube site, so it should be low latency. I can't really do much about it other than just look at it and say, this should be working. Weird. Lol. Also, shouldn't I be having like a little bit of this, that, and the other? Oh, but this doesn't, like, this is not gonna be visible when I do that, so we don't have to care about it, question mark, parentheses? Maybe this works? I guess this works. Let me cut it off. Sure, we'll take that. Lag because I'm not on Wi-Fi. Unbelievable! Jail him! Throw him into prison! I'm sure we get you talking pretty much as soon as you say it, but our chats probably have a delay. Oh, actually, that might be true. I read this one as soon as I saw it for reference, so you can measure whatever the delay is on whatever end. There's some kind of delay. I could put it on ultra low latency, probably. Which I don't know why, because it seemed like it's not the default, and I was like, is this going to result in like something being choppy if I have less than perfect connection? By 20 seconds? Disgusting. But I figured against throwing it on less delay, but we might try it for like a stream. Wait, can I edit it mid-stream, or is it something I can only do live chat? I think that is something you can only do before you start. So maybe next stream we try ultra low latency mode, and maybe that gets rid of the delay at the very least a little bit. Whoops. Wait, not lily pads. I want to draw in this on this layer. That's right. Just have a little bit of reflections for the lily pads. Someone called Dawn time to get drunk and live edit OBS. Isn't it the most fun? Like, isn't the best kind of production the production that's just done live? Because you get to, you know, experience the real deal. The frustration, the annoyance, the drunken rambling. The lateness. It's all there. It's authentic. It's the real experience. It's the real deal, TM. Okay, put that. Put a pin in that. Boom. This is too geometric, I feel. I made it maybe too perfect of a circle, although it kind of fits with the rest of it, maybe. I'm not sure. The best improv comedies are tragedies. There's something to that. There's something to that. It's very, you know, it's very funny when it happens to someone else and you get to watch it. It's probably less funny when you are there resolving the issues. However, you know, sacrifices sometimes need to be made. You just, you know, you just can't win them all some days. Some days you just have to roll with it. And maybe, just maybe, today is one of these days. Who knows? Although no, because editing this would actually require me to restart the entire stream, and I don't want to do that, so we are not going to be fixing it this stream, but hopefully next time I remember to do it. We'll see. My favorite part was when Bill O'Reilly yelled, "We'll do it live," and then he did it live. I don't know why I didn't, like, I completely missed the setup in the first half, so the second half actually got me. Because I thought you were just referencing the "fuck it, we'll do it live" clip, but it was a double-decker bus of a joke. Congratulations. Some of you are going to die, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. I loved it when he said that. Wonderful quote. Don't lily pads have some kind of texture on top of them? Like, you know, we just add a little bit of this. Just so it's like not boring completely. We might also need to adjust the we might need to adjust this a little bit. Like the color of these. They are like very bright and green. Actually, that's kind of good though. I kind of like them being, yeah, because if you like darken them arbitrarily, that doesn't look any good at all. And then, you know what? Maybe all they need is a little bit of a tint shift. Although I'm not even convinced they need that. Let's see. Could make them colder a little bit. Is this better though? That's the real question. Yeah, I think that's better. And then maybe like saturate slightly and brighten. Let's see. Yeah, that sticks out a little bit less. I think that's an improvement. So I'm rolling with it. Screw it. Giant lily pads have a lip around the edge and standard leafiness in the middle. Huh. I mean, I've got the lip. I'm thinking I did make it a little too geometric, and I should introduce like a little cut in here. So like one, you know, cut a little bit into the sleeve over here just to like shape it more interestingly. But then don't overdo it, because this is overcooked, as the kids say. I picked that up in the meantime. I'll just introduce like little holes into it, because leaves are like that, right? You've ever seen a leaf? You should have reported him to the authorities. He probably escaped Canada illegally. But anyway, do something like this maybe? This is an open fort, but yeah, that is better. Brain 7 days to die. Good luck on... I almost said good luck on dying, but I think that's not the objective of the game, so good luck on the exact opposite of that. Ah, hell yeah. I think this is I think this is an improvement, he said, for the 10 millionth time in a row. Which I guess is a good sign. I shouldn't be complaining. It's like, oh, things are going good. Oh, woe is me. Something went according to plan and looks nice. Oh no. How could this happen? This is way too harsh. Shouldn't be darkening it quite to this degree. Yeah, I'm thinking that looks better. And then we cut this one up a little bit as well. Like here, and maybe here, and then also here. We just add a couple little, you know, couple little these. What's these? I'm glad you asked. These nuts. Oh lol, idiot. Anyway. I'm losing my mind already, and it's only been like what, 47 minutes. This is great. Let's continue. Yeah, just get the angle correct, and then it's gonna look decent. Maybe? If I continue like this, it'll trigger my PTSD. Yeah, I got PTSD from the time that things went correctly, and I was just traumatized forever. Unfortunate. You know, like average attention seeker be like, you know. Oh, woe is me. Things are going correctly and I can't draw attention to myself. What will I do? Well, have I got a trick for you? Magic trick, even, you could say. Hell yeah. These now look cool. Except this one is entirely the wrong perspective, but you know what we do in those cases? We like squish it and then we pretend it never happened. And then we could even move it there, maybe, or like... Yeah, these leaves are gonna look so much better because you can actually see them. And now they actually look like lily pads as opposed to just blobs. So, another improvement. Now we are missing the light rays, of course, and the blur, so the entire thing looks a little different. Let's bring that back for a little bit. I'm thinking these maybe... No, I do like these being darkened, because if they are darkened, then it doesn't quite like drag the attention of the viewer to the foreground, which is not what I intend to do with the blur. Go to his self-sabotage. Sounds like it's time to start messing with filter layers again. Exactly. Just drop a motion blur on the entire image again. I think that is going to do wonders to the to the overall quality. Okay, check it out. Yeah, I'd say that's an improvement. This now, when it's moved down, it looks like it's actually in the water, and I think that's also thanks to the additional things in the water I've added to compensate. So there's an improvement in my book. Now I'm still wondering, because if you look at the base of these, like these are similar, but the entire thing is going kind of across like this. So I'm thinking maybe what I should be doing is I should be moving the right side even further down, which would be slightly annoying because I just fixed it after moving it, but if it looks better, then it looks better. So try moving it down. What if I move it like radically down all the way here? Is that better? I feel like that's better because it like actually finally feels like it's in the water. Like I'm bringing it to the correct place in 3D space, finally. That's what this feels like. I think I just didn't go far enough for the first round. And then we fixed the walkway by just moving it up. Because... actually, by moving it right. We'll fix the ladder by moving it also. Like, okay, look. This horizontal line... maybe we just adjust this so we can adjust the angle of that a fair bit. Yeah, you know what? If I adjusted, because this is currently, like, I know this is a little collapsed, so it doesn't quite look the same on both sides, but I wanna have it in a way where it does match. It's like, this is better, but not perfect. No, I'm definitely moving it down. That's a given. Like, that's definitely happening. We can take the water, because now I have these on a separate layer, like reflections underneath these, so I can just move them down separately from everything else. Which is exactly why I made this layer in the first place. Thinking ahead, check this out. Check this guy out. So clever. Incredible performance. Figured it out immediately. Okay. Now then we... I kind of like this. I just need this bit of walkway just looks bad. So I think the recipe for that is just to fix it and not to adjust the entire thing. So this is the walkway, this is the front. So we grab this and maybe move it like more over here, I think would be better, because then it looks more connected and it looks like it's actually proper width instead of being really wide for no reason. And then we have like another piece of wood sticking out here, which doesn't fit anything. So we can move it up. Maybe there? Or maybe here. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good location for it. Then just make it thinner. Oh, wait, these are both. Like, this is also... hold on. I didn't even realize there's a thing, which is a problem. Maybe. So we could move it like there. Or we could move it there. I'm thinking this is the actual play. Whoa. Whoa, wrong button again. This is a disaster in the making. Okay, do that. A little bit of dark on the bottom. A little bit of light from the top. Cut it off properly so it actually goes into the water. And then go onto the wood back layer and move this one so it's more in line with it. Somewhere over there. Yeah, no, it doesn't... these two don't actually have to look like they connect. It's fine to have this be kind of from both sides differently. I think I even like that more than if they connected. Wait, I still have the light rays enabled. Whoops. That's why the color's off. Whoopsie, whoopsie daisy. Alright. Now, cut into this a little bit so it's more... So there's like more shape to the quote-unquote planks. And then we just really steepen the angle at which these are drawn. And then we take this as well and we just add a little bit of randomness to that. Now this looks a lot more like a walkway that makes like a moderate amount of sense. I think that's an improvement. Is it delusional? Maybe. Man, I'm so glad I have this cup that actually holds heat. So I get to enjoy hot tea for like hours. Fantastic invention. Boom. Okay, now we can take these, move them. Whoa, there's something's on the wrong layer. Oh no, there's plenty of things on the wrong layer. The classic nightmare. This is also on the wrong layer, so like delete all of that, thanks. Now we can select these and move them in peace. Oh wait, no, we just delete them and we redraw them because that has moved completely. We can't just reuse. Gotta put a little bit of additional effort. There's also a lily pad here, which I kind of like. Because it doesn't... Because if I have a lily pad, like here, the lily pad is behind that, and I kind of like that as well. But this would have to be in front, which it is in front. Which, I don't know how that even happened. Oh, because it's not on the lily pad layer, that's how. What layer is it on? Place your bets now. What layer could that possibly be on? Of course, it's on the foreground layer, because I never moved it. So we're gonna do something with that in a hot second. However, these are okay. Like that, we brighten it. And just have little bits of a... I believe these like little accents add a lot. Just these are too small, actually. So if they are too small, they don't blend in properly. So just gotta like make them like big blobs, I'm thinking, and then we kind of finish it with yeah, we just emphasize that as well as make it look better, and then it is nice. And these can be a little bit subtler because they are in the background, so they can be smaller and it's fine. And then we actually, I think, introduce a little bit of this reflection underneath this entire thing. Nah, actually no, I don't want that. I don't want that on this layer. I want it on... Yeah, I want this to be kind of separate. I like that the shadow now has a little bit more of the actual water color on it. Then we can actually also adjust this to have a little bit of shade. Because then this dark color effectively becomes like the shading color for the water. So if there's anything on the water that needs to, you know, cast shadow on it, I can use this color. And it kind of works, and then maybe it just needs like another shade of itself, of this like blue that is a little dark. So maybe like a brighter, slightly brighter shade to just break up the big blobs. Just on the correct layer, please, before I go insane. Okay, so like this one is to break up the big dark blobs. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Looking kind of nice. And then, okay, this is the... Okay, that reflects the grass, I guess. That's fine. Okay, I completely forgot what I was doing. I moved these down once again. That's what I was doing. Now if you re-enable that and compare, these should be feeling way more in the scene. Oh, look at how bad these used to look. I can't believe I haven't noticed this, like, before. Look at this. So bad. It's actually ridiculous. Wait. That's actually nuts, how much better this looks when these are actually in the proper place. Because this is finally starting to seem like coherent 3D space. Now this adjustment opened up another problem in a different place, which is that this is now exposed as not being quite there. Which is alright, because that's on the backdrop layer and we can just adjust it. Back structures? No. That's not on the backdrop layer, that's on the left mid layer. Okay, let's see. Has it been the... Let's refresh the chat just in case anything's happened. Oh, after refreshing the chat, it's actually showing less messages than before. This is very cool. Am I on live chat? I am. Oh, never mind. I found the missing comment. It's fine. We are Gucci. Paranoia is back. We are back to schizo hours. I'm gonna be making sure that the tech works periodically. Okay. Let's say that this is all right in terms of these two. I wanted to connect them with a rope still. Oh, the ladder. I forgot the ladder. Hold on. Where's the ladder? Too many layers, very clearly. Okay, that's the ladder. Oh, the ladder doesn't even have to move. Wonderful. On this one, like behind it, or maybe no, take it out of the group. And then have ropes between in a separate layer. So we grab that. Doesn't care. We don't care about the background. Probably yoink this color. Why not? Why would I pick another if I can just? I think this is gonna add a little bit to the feel of this. Oh, and we could even like let this down and then throw the rope. Where's the supports back? There we go, and just tie it around this so it actually integrates with the structure a little bit. I think that's an improvement. And then we can add we could add ropes to this, like how this is connected. It could be connected with ropes. That could maybe make those, but I think that might be superficial detail. So for now, as ironic as it is for me to do that, I'm gonna leave it be. Yeah, just add a little bit of that texture so the rope isn't literally just a straight line. Hi, bye. All right, hi and bye. I was just hello police. I'd like to report a drive-by. A drive-by, hi-bye. You see it? I'll stop. It's fine. Okay, let's just quickly decorate this with a series of little dots, which are gonna just at a proper zoom level, they just make the rope look like rope. Fairly simple trick, but quite effective. What do we have on the additional sketch? I had like a bunch of stuff. I had like an additional cracks in this. And some more. Like a couple more things. I don't know if I want to add them. Because I also don't want to overdo it too much. On this one, I've definitely wanted to have like this be a thing. Yeah, you can see it up there. So we will add it. Like just a little support. And then just drape this over the top. So it looks like it's actually supported, you know? And same here with the like background. I'm drawing this on the wrong layer entirely. That's fine. That's fine. We have the power of lasso select. Can do that. Cancel. Press the wrong button on accident. There we go. And then we brush, and then we do it over the top. Nobody saw anything. No. Everything's fine and was fine the whole time. There was nothing to worry about at any point in any timeline. Now we can just add a little bit of a hint that this is also supported. Just a little, you know, just a little nice detail to all of that. I think the you know, a viewer with a keen eye will appreciate these. Okay, let's get back to the foreground. FG's foreground. There's this guy. I wanna take him out of here. Actually, I'm gonna delete him entirely and just redraw him. It seems like it's easier than messing about with readjusting the colors again. Let's do that. So go to water, lily pads. Oh, actually, we need to be in front of these. You can probably do a maybe 1, 2. Wrong tool. I'm thinking 1 or 2, like 1 here probably. But we make it the darker color. And then just shade it with this. Just a little bit. Because, you know, the idea is like this is in the shade. And then maybe one next to it that's just very dark. Is that a good idea? I don't know. This doesn't look like a lily pad, so it's not a good idea. Thank you for your opinion. It really helped. Yeah, this is enough. This is absolutely just enough. Okay. What's next? I love tea, by the way. I think I've dropped a little bit in terms of energy. We gotta fix that. I'm gonna take cocaine. Be right back. I don't... Now listen, I know that there's some people who consider that for entertainment purposes. Full disclaimer, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Gonna bring this more into maybe cyan. Because you know, the waterfall doesn't fit with the actual water now. Because they've adjusted the watercolor into like cyan and the entire thing into yellow. So now if you look at what this was, doesn't quite fit, but this doesn't quite fit either. So I'm thinking maybe going in this very cyan direction for it is the right move. But not sure about the saturation. I think the saturation might be overdoing it a little bit. Actually saturate that a little bit more and then wash it out by just brightening it. Okay, what do you think of this versus the original? I don't love it. I don't quite... There's something wrong with it. Is there... No, there's no light beams. No, there's light beams. These don't really change much, or do they? Insert Vsauce sound effect, which I... Full disclaimer, I've never watched any episode of Vsauce. However, I'm familiar with the, like, sound effect, because it's been used in memes, and, like, people reference it in videos, and I am aware of it, despite never watching Vsauce. And before you ask, the only reason I haven't watched anything from Vsauce is because I'm a massive hipster, and I just refuse to watch things that are popular. I don't know why. It's just embedded in my psyche, I guess. Maybe one day I'll get it out. That day? It's not today, though. Okay, let's see. Maybe, like, really blast the viewer with the white on this. This is, like, decent, question mark? This is oversaturated now. So I gotta tone it down a tad. Okay, let's try this as a color scheme. Let's compare it. I'd say this is better. There's something to the fact that you can't see the bottom of the waterfall, which is kind of a shame with this setup, with the way I have it set up currently. I don't know if I could do that, if I could remedy that issue without moving the entire foreground left, but that's gonna break the framing, because this is approximately 1/3 of the image, right here, which I think I can even show with this. Yeah, you see, like, this is the third rule of thirds for composition, dictates that things should generally be on the thirds of the image if you want them to look nice, I guess. I've never actually looked up the actual rule, so you're getting the version that exists in my head exclusively. You know what? I don't hate this idea of moving this left. And then maybe even moving it down a little bit. Like, you see this? It opens up the waterfall to actually be falling down. It opens up this space to have a little bit more beach on it. Now, the waterfall, it has a problem, which is that it should be falling, you know, actually. I think this is where this should actually be in 3D space. That's why it looks right. Because if I just move it right, like, I could just move it. Yeah, just, bye-bye. Like, look, the waterfall's cheating, because it surely clearly shouldn't be landing and having foam at the height it does currently. But I'm thinking about this, because I could move it like this. Now, is this better? I kind of like it like this, I'll be honest. I kind of like it moved. I don't know if this is because it just shakes things up, but I think in terms of proper place in 3D space, I think this makes more sense. How's this looking? I guess Ori is now on the, like, focal point of the thirds, which is good. You know what? Let's do that, but let's take a backup. Now, the backup, I'll never go back to the backup. Rest assured, I'll never go back to the backup. It's never gonna happen. However, it's there for psychological reasons. I need the backup to make the change, to commit. Because it gives me the illusion that there is a way back. There is no way back. We are never going back. However, the illusion is there. So, with that out of the way, let's, I guess, quickly fill in the blanks. So like that. This, like, opened it up a lot more. Yeah, this looks weird now. In the previous version looks actually weird. with these changes. Look at like how much more actual 3D it looks after I've done the changes. Like, this actually makes a lot more sense than 3D space, which I'm hoping it's not just copium, it is actually real. But we'll see, we'll see. I guess I will see... Where's my scroll bar? There's no scroll bar. All these layers actually fit on one screen for some reason. That's why there's no scroll bar. How did we get here? How did this happen? Is the waterfall still cheating? Is the question. And yes, it probably is. Foam is on top, so we could move the foam down to the right. Or we could move this log. We could move this log, maybe. Maybe we move the log to be further right, so it's actually visible behind the rock. And that opens up a little bit of space in here to actually showcase the waterfall contacting with the water. I think that could be a great move, honestly. Like, if we move this... I don't know how I'm gonna... Like, look, this opens up the space so we can actually see the bottom of the waterfall. And then we could have this somewhere else. I don't know where. But let's put it on top of the foreground temporarily. Let's say... We could just place it here. And then if I enable the blur part, you can't see it at all. So that's not the greatest. We could have it maybe like there. We could just straight up have it. That doesn't make much sense, but we could have it around like... Because where did this tree actually come from? We could have it here where it would be kind of next to the rock, and maybe it floated down the river, question mark, which I didn't even want this to be a river, it just kind of ended up like that. Maybe we just get rid of this entirely, because this might just be sunken cost fallacy where, you know, I really want to do something with this, but, you know, I'm not quite... Let's temporarily get rid of this. Let's pull the trigger on that, get rid of it. Then foam. We can move the foam to its like proper place, which is all the way down here. Because like this is the point in 3D space. This is like the level in 3D space onto which it is falling. So then you've got the foam there. Now we need to expand the waterfall vertically a little bit because it no longer covers the entire length of the, the fall. Yeah, so something like that. We grab this. Then we take the foam. Maybe add a little bit of like, splash to it. Or like, maybe like some funky shapes like I've seen on Pixiv today. I was just casually browsing. So like, these kinds of shapes, it's a little aggressive, but you get the idea. The idea is to give this a little bit of stylization as well. That's part of it. Like the foam is actually kind of moving and forming different shapes. It doesn't have to be, physically accurate for that effect to register. No, but this doesn't fit the style of this particular image, so I can't be copying what I saw on Pixiv. Because it doesn't fit my use case, because it is a different style. So I'm thinking we call this experiment failed and just undo to the point before. I can't hold the bind on the thing, I don't know why. It doesn't have auto repeat, probably that's why, never mind. Figured it out. Okay, Control Y to restore that. Let's try this again. Yeah, I think these are like reasonable additions. Like little spikes and the like launched bits of foam. Yeah, because then if it's not just like dots, it actually has a little bit of directionality. And then that creates like a sense that this is dynamic and it's actually falling and moving, as opposed to just being there, you know? It's not just stationary foam, this is actually like flying all over the place. That's the idea anyway. Yeah, and then we create a little lull in the middle, because there's less foam, and then we could even mix directions between the two waterfalls. And then this one needs to be offset slightly because of perspective. And then we just quickly remove the blur from the foreground. I will already start winding down and going to sleep. I don't want to go very late tonight. I don't wanna feel horrible tomorrow because of that. So we're gonna be winding down. This is the warning. I want to do a little bit more, but we're gonna be winding it down. Why is my thing not working? It's stuck on space. Not real. Fake. Oh, there we go. Alt tab out, alt tab back in. Good old trusty technique, always works. It's not failed me yet. I like the log being gone after a little more thinking about it. The log being gone is a good thing. Apparently, it also housed the... Oh no, these are just on a separate layer. That's fine. Bring them back. Bring the blur back. Huh, the blur is now a different shade slightly. I mean the blur on the left. We might just cyan it a little bit. Turn it, not brighten, but actually turn the color. Because I don't want this to draw too much attention, but I also want this to be... I mean, yeah, this is an improvement. I might give it a little bit of opacity as well, so it is actually more see-through. Let's see, if I erase... Just erase little bits of this, I think, is the play. Like this, like this is some mist we are looking through. No, this looks like prison. Cancel that. Let's try again. Maybe just little bits here and there, so it doesn't look like prison bars. No. I think this is just... It should be left as is. But it shouldn't though, that's the thing. I should like... Yeah, maybe I should just cut a giant hole in the middle. Know what I'm picking up, what I'm throwing down? Because I want these to be like visible in the foreground, but I don't want them to be very much, you know, stealing the entire spotlight. Let's try it. I think I like this over what I had before. It just needs a little adjustment. Needs a little more bright in like this spot. And then maybe cutting through a little bit of that. And then perhaps a tinge of dark. Mix it with... It's a little geometric, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It overlaps the other waterfall, which I kind of dislike. But then it also masks it a little bit on the side, which I do like. So probably just do this. And then I don't know, experiment until it works, I guess. That's what I've been doing. It's been working so far, it's been working pretty well, so we're gonna continue doing exactly that. Trust the process, as they say. It's like the process has been working, great, continue doing it. Yeah, I kind of inverted the... I put the thicker waterfall on the right, which I think is the correct decisions. Decision. It was one decision. Now look, this is not vertically aligned very clearly. The entire thing is leaning to the side, which I've already fixed at one point, but apparently it's not quite done yet, so that doesn't do anything. We actually rotate it so it's in line with the vertical line I just put on the canvas. This looks a little jagged maybe, but can live with that. Oh, now it's leaning in the opposite direction too hard. I'm thinking this. It's a subtle change, but I think noticeable. Okay, missing the light rays. Okay, now let's compare the changes. Hell yeah. We are approaching levels of this feeling like a 3D space that previously were considered impossible by myself. It's just you keep at it and eventually it becomes decent. You keep at it and eventually you keep at it and then 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 after keeping at it you keep at it. Yeah. You catch the drill, right? Okay, where's the... This is the layer with the beach. And just introduce a little bit of sand, I guess. Yeah, just have it a little sandy on here, and then we maybe add a little bit of this. A little bit of the tree. Sticking out into the sand as well. All in favor of, all in the interest of making this feel a lot more 3D. So then, yeah, something like that. Yeah, we can also manipulate this a little bit, which is nice because it helps sell the foreground, helps the foreground stand out if the background is darker, which is an effect that I'm very happy to take. It's part of why I was doing that. Now, back... This is left mid, I think. Yeah, left mid is the layer I want to find. Where's the mushroom? The mushroom's here, but the mushroom's on top of this layer, which is what I'm actually interested in changing. And then behind the waterfall, we have something. Yeah, you see, it's completely empty. What layer is behind that? Not this. It's this. Probably this. Yeah, this is like a very big layer. So just refill it. Just a little touch of additional color that was missing, you know. Okay, I'll let you in on a big secret. I am planning on at least one more big change to this thing. This is the fallen tree. I kind of like the fallen tree again. I do like this tree, kind of. Maybe I'll keep this. Because it kind of fills it out nicely, and the little bits of foam do work. There's water missing. So the big thing I want to do is I want to... And this is probably going to be about the last thing I do on the image. Because I think this is close to something I can call pretty good. I want to add more variety to the greenery. I've already kind of done it with the additional green on the trees, but this is all just grass. And I want to change that. I want to have a little more variety in that, in the terrain here, because this is just like brown and green. I want to add a lot more, maybe like small trees and bushes and different kinds of plants. Maybe different kinds of mushrooms as well. And I think that's gonna solve the final bit that feels very empty in this image, which is like this bit feels very repetitive and boring, which I want to fix. And then other than that, I guess I'm mostly happy enough with this. Of course, not perfect, but that is no version of this is gonna be perfect, so gotta let that go to a certain extent. What is this? Oh, this is from the log. Apparently there's some part of the log that's drawn in the foreground directly. Shame. Let's extract it. This little blob as well. Control X, Control V. Here, boom. Then that's not correct. Please. Can I get it out? Thank you. And then we merge it here and then we hide it. Fantastic. Incredible performance. No one has ever fixed a mistake quite like this. Yeah, I'm definitely getting tired. Gotta cut this off in a hot second. And just have a little bit of maybe reflection of that tree over there. Yeah, and then mix it with the sand as well. And I think that looks pretty decent for that missing bit of water. Now, I don't yet have a solid opinion on whether I want this fallen tree to come back or not. Because I like the showcase on the... I like both the tree and the foam on the waterfall. And I think this makes less sense in 3D space. Actually, that's kind of the problem with it. I think if I wanted to incorporate this, it would have to be maybe in the other direction, like this way. And that maybe makes a little bit more sense. I don't know, for now I'm gonna hide the tree, because I think it can't stay like it is. And actually one more thing for the foreground. We're gonna grab the transparent part of it, like the opposite of keep alpha, and then we're gonna just draw a little additional something behind the rock, so that it seems like the rock is actually placed on something as opposed to being the end of everything. If you catch my drift. You know, just add little bits of bits and bobs in various places. Yeah, something like this. Something like this looks a little more interesting, and actually same over on the other side as well. We just select the entire empty space of this and just add, because there used to be the log here, but there's no log. So we just have a little bit of grass. Sticking out. Yep. And deselect it. Like, you can kind of tell that there used to be something here. I think I'm completely committed to removing the log by now. Like, I've seen the problems with it, and yeah, I think just a patch of, well, I want to have a little bit more in terms of interesting stuff over here, but that is for another stream, because this one's gonna end, and I need to go to bed. Yeah, there's gonna be different different greenery coming to this fairly soon. You know what? Let's make the rim lights on this guy a little brighter, shall we? Yes, we shall. I'm in the improve random small things kind of mode. So just wanna give him a little bit of. That's too much. Just a little touch of just a little touch of the rim lights, because that looks nice. Yeah, like you could even slap one like there. And then probably also change that while we are at it. Although that doesn't look any better, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Never mind. Yeah, that is just a little touch. That is just a little touch, but it does help. Then we can maybe make it a little less outlandish. Yeah, something like this. Just adding like a little touches. Perhaps. This is really dark. I didn't even notice. Can maybe pull the shirt a little lighter so that you can actually see a little bit more on it. Granted, these color choices are not the most fortunate, but yeah, we'll live with them. This guy is looking pretty good, I'd say. It's looking pretty good. I think I removed the glow from under him though, because I think that just makes it look worse. Maybe just like a very subtle effect. Like this color, we just very subtly slap it underneath where he's touching the surface. Like that, like a very, very subtle effect. Whoops, didn't mean to cut a hole in the rock. Because that, yeah, this doesn't like draw unnecessary attention to itself too much. Kind of does a little bit, but I think that a little bit is acceptable. Because it's like the opposite of ambient occlusion. It's like ambient addition. You have a little bit. Okay, and then the question is, do I move him? Yeah, I think it makes more sense for him to be like around this part of the rock. But then he doesn't quite stand out as well. This rock is like not well defined in 3D space, that's the problem. If I probably do something like Wrong layer. Most definitely wrong layer. If I were to do something like this, where it kind of brings the shape of the rock less into question, because it's more obvious what shape it is, then I think this problem goes away mostly. Yeah, it goes away depending on what I actually decide the shape of this rock should be. But I'm not quite decided on what I want the shape of the rock to be, so maybe something fancy like this. It's a little too complex. It's like, you know, this is a part, like this is the top part, this is the bottom. Then we could have him be standing like right on the cusp of where this breaks into two parts. So just have another shade that's slightly darker for, well, that's not slightly darker now, is it? Yeah, something like this. So like have another darker shade for this bit of the rock. And that way he's actually more physically grounded when with the part that he's standing on. And then we can even make this part a little darker as well. Oh, he's like more clearly defined. It's like we've more clearly defined what he's actually standing on. And then just adjust it until it works well. Okay. MK. Oh, because he's glowing, that's why I'm using like the wrong color on accident. A little bit of a problem. Not much. Ain't much, but it's an honest problem. Okay. I'm thinking I'm happy to leave it at this and then return to it in another one. This has been a pretty big change. Let's see and compare. So this is what we started with. This is what we are leaving. Which I think this is a massive improvement. I don't know if you're with me on this, but I am definitely seeing the big improvement in terms of this feeling coherent, like an actual 3D space. So yeah, so hopefully we are nearing some kind of conclusion to this, because it's been a while. It's been 22 hours of work so far to get to this stage. I think pretty worth it, but time will tell if I'm satisfied with this or not, I suppose. So yeah, these are the changes. Am I missing a layer? No, I don't think. I think everything that is supposed to be enabled is enabled. So yeah, a greenery update coming in the near future. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll actually be done with it. So thanks for sticking by for the stream, listening to me ramble. I know I dropped off in energy at the end a little bit, but unlucky, unfortunate, El Bozo type beat. Alright, good night. See you next time. Bye.